that's supposed to be Endymion's sister that I absolutely love. But
It's not Naru, is it? They usually make
no, it's not Naru. Because that's one thing you and I have talked about before, is that it wasn't Naru. It's an OC character. And I really, really like her. But it's based on the premise that Serenity was being pursued and kind of courted by Endymion, but wasn't actually in love with Endymion. She was in love with his sister. So it's obviously it's a Yuri type fic, but I just find it really interesting, the idea, like the dynamics and the ideas that the idea that either one, Tuxedo Mask or Serenity, Endymion or Serenity might have had a sibling, or Chibiusa having a sibling, whether it's Kousagi or another OC or whatever. I find those things interesting, like those family dynamics that you don't see explored in canon.
Well, and you could with the whole. You're gonna hate me, but you could with keeping the whole. They only have one child. You could do that with Neptune and Uranus.
You could do that with Neptune and Uranus, or you could do that with any of the inner Senshi. Right? But you could do it with any of the other Senshi. I don't know why maybe it's the royalty piece, but for whatever reason, for me, those are the most interesting. Those can be some of the most interesting OC characters, are the ones that are supposed to be siblings of either Endymion or Serenity, or even, like I said, even Chibiusa.
And that's where we differ, because I don't like a lot of OCs.
I know. And I know it's easy. A lot of people don't like OCs, and that's okay. But I think it's, if an OC is done correctly, you can, if they are integrated into the world properly, it can help really expand the universe. And it can expand some of the interactions and some of the way you see other characters. So.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But it is also really hard to do one and integrate it properly. I've seen some that are done and they're integrated really poorly, and it just, you're like, you don't belong here. Somebody just plucked you into this world because they really like this world. So, but that's all. We're adding another podcast to this because I really want to talk more about this sometime, but I want to get us back on track of what we were going to talk about tonight. And I know you had the International Fan Club stuff that we wanted to talk about, that you had read about.
I literally just saw this today, so I don't know if this is actually breaking today. But last year, I think it was, they introduced the fan club for Japanese residents only. But I'll put a link on, because it's a long link and I don't really feel like saying this, but I will put this on the page. But starting for $58, which you know I will come up with.
I know you will, one way or another.
Between September 23rd and October 22nd, you can there's a list of countries too. It's not every country, but most of the countries you can actually join the fan club and get the card and get the app and get the game, because I'm not addicted to Sailor Moon films.
Again, why? Why do you say things that aren't true?
Game to get addicted to. But yeah, I'll put the link, and I'll try to post a picture at the flyer.
Okay.
Onto our show notes page.
Yes.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I might even try to come up with what did you say, it was 58?
58.
58, yeah, I might try to come up with that.
Which is, it's not a lot, but...
It's not a lot, but at the same time to come up with, and I only have 4 weeks to do it. For a lot of people it is.
For me it is.
Yes.
But it's not like it's 58 every month.
Right. I'm assuming it's yearly.
There's no way I'd be able to do it.
I'm assuming it's yearly.
I think so.
Because I can't imagine it just being a one-time fee.
Yeah, I imagine it's yearly. It doesn't really say.
It doesn't? Well, it might say if you actually go through the process of signing up.
It
So.
probably does. You can't do that until the 23rd because I tried looking.
Well, I'm sure that when the process to sign up comes, one of us or both of us will go through that, and we can, if our listeners haven't been able to look at it, maybe we can report back to them. So, but yeah, other than that, I think, one of the next things we want to talk about is not tonight, but in our next podcast. So our listeners, you can tell I write fan fiction because I keep using the word readers. Our listeners can look forward to, a lot more than you give yourself credit for. But our listeners can look forward to hearing our theories on what we'd like to see come out of the dream arc for Sailor Moon Crystal, and submit, what the information we have or what you have, because Fandina is a much more musicals person than I am. Not that that's bad. It's just that's your area and not mine.
Second favorite, Neptune and Uranus.
But we'll be able to talk about the musicals more. Those are our two big topics for next time. Is what we want to see in the dream arc in Sailor Moon Crystal, and information on the new musicals. So, otherwise, like I said, you can check out our website at AiToSeigiNoSenshi .weebly.com, and you can follow either one of us on Facebook or Twitter, and the information for that is again on our website.
And also follow us, send messages to us, telling us what you want to hear.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to hear from you. There is an email button on our website, and we definitely want to hear what people think, and what people want to hear us talk about. So, this is Sheree Von Delirious and Fandina signing off for the night. So let's go fight some evil by moonlight.
Bye.
Bye.